Drizzy and T-Money blasting off the map. Mic check one, we igniting the chat. Big thoughts, big laughs, real talk on tap. From the stars to your ears, it's a certified slap. We break limits, no rules, no fear. Dropping gems every week, loud and clear. Vibes interstellar, mind so clever. Tune in once, you'll be hooked forever. This the blast off, where the wisdom collide. Rocket fuel flow, let the convo ride. From the cosmos down to the city stride. Every episode another joyride. Catch the wave, let the banter take flight. Brainstorm sparking through the depths of night. Underdogs talking, put the world in sight. All killer, no filler, just truth in the mic. Zone out, let the speakers combust. In a convo with hosts you can trust. Groundbreaking spins, no fine gold dust. It's a must, turn us up, adjust. This the blast off, where the wisdom collide. Rocket fuel flow, let the convo ride. From the cosmos down to the city stride. Every episode another joyride.
Don't sneeze on me.
Sorry, T-Money.
Get the hell out of here, Drizzy.
Okay. Welcome back to the Don't Sneeze on Me podcast. What up, T-Money?
How's it going, Drizzy?
It's going pretty good. How are you, sir?
Not too bad, you know. I'm feeling a little more tired this week. It's been a long week at work,
Yeah.
but you know we're almost there. It's a hump day, so it's time
is.
to go on to the downside of the week. Unfortunately, for me, I have to go back into the office tomorrow. I mean,
Well,
twice
as
a
do
week.
I.
I mean, way too much.
It's
Way
just-
too much. I'm saying, you know, once
do
a
you
week,
survive?
none a week. I mean, that's where I'm kind of feeling like my vibe has been recently, for the last 8 months. But I mean, you know, we don't discuss those things on air. You know,
No. Well, I'm in office usually 4 days a week, so
4 days, way
in
too
the
long.
city.
Way too long. I mean, I can barely go 15 minutes down the road, and you know, going into the office it's overrated. I can do the same amount of work at home, if not less, you know, than I can do in the office.
I can be very productive at home. I need to hit my productive streaks. In office, I tend to socialize a lot more.
I do socialize, yes.
Yeah, but I like in-person meetings. I like doing that. I like the connections in office. And I also like just when I have a thought, being able to look over at someone and talk to them instead of having to send them a Slack or do something like that.
I can agree with that,
doing
but
things on a
I
whim.
also have been on my own for so long because of
Yeah.
the company I work for that I've gotten so used to Zooms and team meetings that I don't know. Me and
You're
the
just
bird,
accustomed
me and
to
the
it.
bird have a very good relationship at home.
I don't want to talk about the
Me and the
bird.
bird. Oh yeah, you know he's my little, you know, gopher.
He's
Go
a
get this, go get
loop
that.
swoops and
Stop
tries
biting
to
my
kill
ear.
me.
That's
Tries to kill me.
That's what you get.
Yeah. Well, you know, speaking of the city, one thing, you know, I think about this a lot because it happens a lot. I'm very much like an urban legend, myth gal. Like, I love urban legends.
Absolutely, because they're
And-
true.
Yeah, absolutely. And just superstitions in general, like the bad luck stuff. Like, I don't always believe it all, but I do believe it a little bit.
Well,
I feel like there's a little bit of
There's-
something to it.
There's got to be something behind these legends. They didn't just come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, one of them that I think about constantly because, like I said, working in the city, all the high rises are always under construction. There's scaffolding everywhere, and there are ladders everywhere.
Yeah.
And you can't avoid walking under them. And
So that's why you've had such bad luck for all
I think
of
that's
these
what it
years.
is.
You just constantly walk under ladders.
yeah, I'm just walking under ladders day in and day out, just extending my bad luck. But it's funny because it's like every day I think about this, like I should not be walking under this, but I'm not gonna walk out in the street with these city bikes and the taxis zooming by. So I risk my luck versus my life.
So walk under ladders for bad luck, or walk outside the scaffolding and get hit by a brick.
Yeah, I
So,
said I
you know,
risk my luck over my life.
I'm saying, I mean, that's one way of looking at it. I mean, I've heard something similar when it comes. You ever heard of like breaking a mirror?
Yeah, and you get like
Like
the
the 7 years
of
of
bad
bad
luck.
luck. I mean,
Yes.
that's. I mean, listen. I don't. I'm trying to think if I've ever broken a mirror. I think I've broken like one of those like hand mirrors. Does that
Yeah.
count as seven
Yes.
years?
Yeah, that's a mirror.
That explains what my last 7 years have been
Yeah,
like.
I mean,
Holy
I've
shit!
definitely broken a mirror before. So, just again, add it to my ladders, add it to all of that, add it to the black cats walking in front. I
But
have a black cat, so every time it
oh
crosses
yeah,
my path,
I'm just saying like my thought comes down to who said that that was bad luck.
I
Like
don't,
who made that
I
up?
don't know. I would love to like dive more into the origins of it to really see where they came from, but it's just things that I feel are ingrained in us as like young
Oh
children.
yeah, I mean I remember that from a very young age that
Mm-hmm.
people said like
It's like
don't do
some of
that.
my
So
first memories of like playing
it's
with
getting
friends and
passed
things.
down.
Yeah. I know my brother taught me a lot of those, but where did he learn it from? He doesn't have an older sibling, so I think about that as well. But
I mean it's no different than those like those ancient family traditions that get passed down from generation to generation.
hmm
It's like it's pretty much the same.
yeah, the stories and all of that. Yeah, absolutely. Um, one that I love, I just think it's so funny. And this one, I'm like, where did it come from? But opening an umbrella indoors, like such a silly one. And being in the
It is
city, like I
unusual.
said, especially like leaving the office, sometimes I need to open my umbrella before I leave the building. This is a common occurrence. So again, add that to my luck tab, I guess.
So you've had some bad luck for a while
I
now.
guess so. I guess I'm just like ignoring all the potential superstitions and just risking it all.
I mean, listen, I guess as long as you see, I've always heard like bad luck is counteracted by like a good deed. So
Yeah, I have
like,
a lot of bad luck.
oh, so you have no good deeds. There you go.
I
That
do
that
I,
man.
I
Whew.
do good deeds here and there, but it has to be like from the heart. I'm not just going to do something to because I feel guilted into it. It has to be a genuine good deed. So I feel like when I do something, it makes up for a lot of it.
Oh, so you think you get like good deed times like two, basically.
Yeah, double the deeds.
Ooh, that must be a
Mhm.
hell of a good deed. I have to be
Well, I'm a hell of a person.
in the way of one of those one at a time. So the next one that I remember, and this is because I used to be a waiter at a restaurant, is you got to clear the tables all the time. So you're
Mhm.
you're taking everything off and you're putting it back on, and when you're in a rush, you sometimes spill the salt. And I've always heard that when you spill the salt, well, you got to take a little bit of salt and you got to throw it over your. I think it's what your left
Your left
shoulder.
shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and like you got to do that. Can I tell you how many times I've done that because I've freaking spilled the stupid salt just because I just put it on the table, tips over.
It knocks
I
over.
I
You're wiping the table
I
down with a
reach over
rag.
for something, I knock it over.
Knock it over.
Like,
Even when I'm cooking, I'll spill salt a lot, and I gotta scoop it up, throw it over
yeah.
the left shoulder, and then
Now,
I'm like, crap,
do
now
you
I gotta
have
sweep my floors.
do you have to? Yeah, I was like, do you have to scoop it up or do you just pour new salt in your hand and do it? Because I always pour new salt.
Oh, I always like kind of pinched up whatever I spilled.
See,
That went
I
over the
know
shoulder, or if I
that
had any left over on my hand, it would go over the left shoulder.
now that's what I would like to know. Like, is there a difference between pouring the salt and picking up what you already spilt? Like, is
I've
that the
never heard of like
difference?
pouring new salt and throwing
Okay.
that over.
Maybe I just made that
I
up in
think
my
you just
head.
made that up.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
One of my favorite, I call it a holiday at this point because it really is. I don't know. It's a little bit of a holiday.
Okay.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, Jason. That's
Ah,
like we heard it was
classic.
like I remember growing up and you'd hear it's going to be a Friday 13th. And you just thought the entire day was broken.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
and God forbid it was anywhere near the time of a full moon.
oh yeah,
Oof,
you just didn't want to go to
double whammy.
school.
Everything feels
everything.
off though,
Yeah.
too.
Well, you know where that comes from.
Where?
All
I don't
right.
I don't know the history behind it
So,
at all.
So Friday the 13th, if you've ever seen the movie The Da Vinci Code, he explains it in there. And it's about the Knights Templar. So the Knights Templar, if you're not familiar with it, was like a medieval like group that were like the first bankers in like Europe. Well, I mean, when you're a banker, you have a lot of money, correct?
Mhm.
Well,
Hopefully.
when the king and the pope start borrowing money from you and can't pay it back, well, what do you want to do to those people? You're like, well, if I eliminate them, I don't have to pay it back, correct?
True. True.
So what they did is Friday the 13th, they attacked mercilessly the Knights Templar and killed pretty much 90% of them. And that when the Grand Master was burnt alive,
Ooh.
he cursed them and was on Friday the 13th.
Oh.
So that's where it originally comes
so
from.
Friday,
So
that's why Friday the 13th is cursed.
it's a cursed day.
Oh.
So yes, so it's a big thing if you do the research on it. Like I said, you can look this up, ladies and gentlemen. Please do, because I promise you will be surprised on.
I never knew that. I didn't know the history.
The wormhole that you will go down. That it's a little scary. I mean, you're like ooh, and then it goes into the whole America thing. We could go on for hours about this, but let's go on to some other urban legends and just things that like are unusual.
Well, I did one today, which I thought was really funny. I was in a meeting with my boss and I was like, oh, knock on wood. And I was like looking around for something to knock on because I'm like, I don't want to jinx it. But that's one too. I'm like, knocking on wood protects you from jinxing yourself. Like if you say something that you don't want, that you're kind of like saying something is going really well and you don't want it to go bad. It's like, knock on wood, and it's almost stressful if you can't find something that's real wood.
Like I really wonder, like, where the hell does that come from? Like, why is wood so freaking lucky because you did something stupid? Like, I don't get that.
I have no idea. Like, what is the root? What's the connection to it? I have no idea. But that's one that I think is funny, just because it's really part of like everyday life.
It really is. I mean, honestly, like there's just weird things. I mean, I've heard ones about like, don't step on the crack, you'll break your mother's back.
Oh yeah, that's a kid thing. Like, that's a kid thing. You hop around the sidewalk. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now I don't know if that's part of a game or whatever, but I mean, I heard that one. I know that one doesn't really happen. I mean, how many cracks I've stepped on? I mean, good Lord. I mean, well, I mean, I can't speak for myself, but I mean, your mom is having back surgeries.
My mom's she's having a lot of surgeries.
How many cracks have you stepped on?
Quite a bit, I guess. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. You can blame your daughter on that one.
No, she's about to have major spine surgery. Here we go. Sorry, Mom.
She's been jumping on the same crack every day.
I walk like from Penn Station a lot. There's a lot of cracks in the sidewalk. I'm avoiding the homeless people. Like it's just part of it. Sorry, Mom.
Avoiding the human shit on the sidewalk.
Oh my! Literally, piles of it. Oh my gosh, the smells of this,
corn?
that. That's the city is bad luck in general. The city is cursed. Anyways,
oh my goodness.
One that I remember, like this is kind of a random one, and this is but this is one when I got into gambling. I was like, oh yeah, horseshoes bringing good luck. I remember. When I got into.
So is that a gambling thing?
Well, I don't know. It's not a gambling thing, but when I started gambling, I bought this horseshoe necklace, and I noticed when I played blackjack, I did a little bit better with it.
Really?
So, but that's just the thing that like horseshoes in general bring you good luck.
So I've heard the horseshoe thing. I don't. I mean,
when hung up.
Right?
They have to be like hung up.
They have to like the open part has to be at the top, right? So yeah, I guess I mean that's an interesting one. I wonder why. Maybe it's like I always thought it was like something to do with like the magnetic poles or something like that.
I have no idea. But it brings good luck. I don't know. My necklace brought me good luck. That's for sure. As a kid, I remember especially this in grammar school during recess. We would spend time just digging through the grass looking for four-leaf clovers. Just looking for a four-leaf clover. My kids do that. My kids will do that, especially my daughter. She loves to look for four-leaf clovers.
They're hard to find. I mean, but when you I got one as
Isn't that not an actual clover though? I don't think four-leaf clovers are actual clovers. I don't think there really is a four-leaf clover.
Well, I think there is, but I think it's like a different like the gene pool. Like I don't think it's considered a clover.
Yeah, it's not. That's why I said.
Like I mean, I have one actually in my car right now. If we go downstairs, I could get it. Like
no, thank you. It's a very far walk.
Listen,
but I believe you.
10 minutes.
I'm good. I'm good.
Because you live in like East Bumblefuck.
Yeah. But those are like a lot of the urban legends growing up with that I remember.
Well, they were like superstitions.
Yeah, superstitions. But They impact you in a lot of ways that you don't even think about, like
Well,
day to day.
I mean, like a stupid one that I still do is the 11:11.
Oh yeah, I do that too.
Like, I mean, I don't know where it came from, but every time that I catch it, like you have to hit it at the exact minute of
Mm-hmm.
11:11, and a second it turns 11:12, the wish is over, but
It's
you have to be
done.
done.
Yep.
So I do that twice a day if I can
Yeah.
grab
Make
it.
a wish. Make
I
a
mean, it's
wish.
stupid,
Eleven
but
11. I do it 111 too if I catch it. Like if I look at my and I don't know why, but I will catch my watch frequently right at
yeah.
11:11 or 111. That's something that happens often.
I mean, you never know. I mean, like, you never know. I
Yeah.
mean, you have to go with that.
Anything with 333? I wonder.
Well, I mean, like now here's like we were talking about urban legends and stuff like that. Now I never heard of the first one that I know you're going to talk about because
Hmm.
we talked about it. But did you like Bloody Mary and the Candyman? Like those are like two that like were kind of similar, but they were connected in a way that like you really had to know what you're like asking for. Like I still don't do that. Like I mean, I wouldn't do that even now.
No, I never did that as a kid, but growing up in Chicago myself, Candyman was a common urban legend that you heard as a kid.
Yeah, see, Bloody Mary was huge out here.
Well, Bloody Mary was as well, but Candyman was different because it's from Cabrini Green, which was the projects in Chicago that doesn't even exist anymore. They tore it all down. It's very gentrified, that whole area.
Hmm.
But my elementary school was a walking distance from Cabrini Green. So I was very close to that neighborhood where the story takes place. And
Hmm.
it is based on a true story of a murder that happened in Cabrini Green. So it does have a little bit of truth to the legend. But it's definitely a creepy one. I love the movies. I love them.
Hmm.
Shout out to Ian, who's an extra in the remake,
Oh,
my
nice,
homie.
nice.
Yeah, I watched that when I was like, Ian, what the heck? But those are some of my favorite movies in general. I am also just a big horror movie fan. But growing up, hearing about Candyman, I would never go in the bathroom and like do that in the mirror or anything like that.
Now, was it the
And
same thing like 3 times?
yeah, it's the same thing. And
Okay,
he like comes out with a hook for a hand.
okay.
And because he was like a tortured slave and all this like terrible things happened, they cut
Hmm.
off his hand, they tortured him, they hung him. Had this like horrible death, and like his spirit came back. It's this whole like story behind it as well.
Well, I mean that's definitely like that's very similar to Bloody Mary. I mean, like I said, my brother tried to get me to do that when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, like even as a kid, like I knew something was wrong with saying that. Like you
Yeah,
go into a dark
I would never do
bathroom.
Bloody Mary.
Like I mean, I don't know what it like. It invokes fear.
I do feel like in a sense, and this is just my own personal feelings about it. I'm also one that like you don't fuck around with demons, right? You don't fuck around with demons and ghosts and stuff like that and spirits. Not I don't want to say
I'm
ghosts, but like
100% the same
you
way.
don't you just don't I'm not gonna do a seance. I'm not gonna play with a Ouija board.
Ouija boards, yeah.
My son the other day just asked me to buy a Ouija board and I told him you're not allowed to have that in my house. I said
I don't
absolutely not.
disagree with you.
Like I said, I don't care if it's real, fake. I don't care. I'm not
Because if
taking
you
a
invite
chance.
that shit in, it
It
doesn't
doesn't
leave.
leave. It doesn't leave. And we've talked about this before in one
Yeah,
of our other
I hate
episodes that
that
like
shit.
there was something definitely attached to my family growing up and I don't fuck around with that.
Yeah,
But with
for,
that
for
like
good reason.
but with that with Candyman and Bloody Mary, those are things where I feel like there's so much power behind the urban legends. Like there's so much power behind the myths and the popularity of it and the belief in it that almost gives it some sort of supernatural power itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a mass hysteria type deal in my opinion, where it's like because so many people believe it, it really seems real and
Mhm.
these things do actually happen. And or maybe it's something where it's like there is deep rooted demonic connection to it. And like you are taking a risk of opening up something by saying that. And that's very far fetched. I totally get that. But these are things I just don't feel like I feel like it's worth messing around with at all.
Oh, I mean, like as you said, like what we're planning on doing is in the future we want to have on a paranormal person,
Yeah.
and I think when you hear it, like I said, I've only heard you explain some of the stories that he's encountered.
Hmm.
Like this stuff's real. I mean, I don't care what you try to say, it is real, and if you mess with the wrong stuff, good luck to you. Like
Yeah.
I have crosses all over my house. Like like, listen, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
You're not welcome.
Not cool, man.
Not
Not
welcome.
cool.
A story is more just like a story I used to hear, but I guess it is an urban legend. It's one of my favorite ones. I just think it's so funny. But it's the Hookman legend. Do you remember that? It's like
Is that like?
the couples are parked in a car at like Lover's Lane or like Lookout Peak or whatever hidden romantic spot they're at to like mess around in their car.
I
And
think I've heard this story.
they hear scratching on the car.
Oh, like at the roof, right?
Yeah, and later
Yeah.
they find like the bloody hook in the car door because he was trying to get in.
Oh, I've always heard that he actually gets in.
Well, he does too,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's like one of
Okay.
the parts of it. So,
Yeah.
but they hear the
Okay.
scraping on the car and all of that. Like,
Yeah, I've heard of
oh,
that.
that's creepy.
I've heard of that one. Like, I mean, I've never been in that situation, so I've never had to worry about a bloody hook on my car.
No,
but, I mean,
no.
it's
I mean,
I was a dork.
I have, but no bloody hooks, thankfully. Another just urban legend I remember talking a lot about as a kid. And not that like ever experienced it, but I feel like there were movies about it too. But the call that came from inside the house, like the babysitter, she's there alone, the kids are asleep, the phone rings.
Yeah, there's been like a lot of like haunted movies about that.
Yes,
Like that always kind of freaks me out.
Both like serial killer movies or supernatural. It's been both.
Oh, I've never seen the supernatural. I've always seen like the killers like in the attic,
Oh.
or like, you know, like they're like the call's coming from inside the house, and they're like, what? And you're like, and then even I go like, what? Like,
Where? How?
Yeah.
There was one scary movie where they actually like there was that line exactly. I wish I could remember which movie it was, but yeah. Another one, just because we talk so much about these as kids. Like my brother and I would go on and on with these like urban legends and stuff, but the vanishing hitchhiker.
I've heard of that before. Like I've heard of like, you know, people get picked up and they just like never come back.
Yeah.
I
was
always thought it was like a cult thing.
I don't know about that, but there was this road in like South Chicago, and it would led up to one of the most haunted cemeteries, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. But this road itself, this stretch of road, was known for a lot of like paranormal sightings and things like that. And this was one of the things they said that happened was on that road, where you'd be driving along, you'd see a young girl. She looked like she was in like an older wedding dress, asked for a ride. She would get in the car. You start driving down the street, and then she vanishes out of the back seat.
Whoa.
So, and then there's other stories where you're driving and then she just appears right in front of your car, and then you think you hit her and you pull over and you don't, there's nothing there. So
we had something similar to that, but it wasn't like that. It was like it was really right near my parents' house, and it was called like the Pig Man. And like you would drive down the road, and like you go to a certain point, you turn your headlights off for like 30 seconds and turn them back on, and he's literally standing in front of your car. And like it was something similar to that, but I never did it because I was like always afraid that it was really gonna happen.
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah, I was like,
no,
I'm
thank you.
I'm good.
No, thank you. Again, going back to like New York and just being in the city and stuff. This is a myth that you hear quite often, is like the myth that alligators live in the sewers.
No, that's real.
After like, but it stems from
They made
somebody
movies about it.
But it stems from the idea that somebody flushed a pet alligator.
Well, yeah,
and then it survived in the sewer. That's where the legend stems from.
But
come on now.
Listen, I mean, you've been to New York.
I bet there are some gator sewers down there.
If it's not gators, there's something down there. Like there's
motherfucker, let's go.
There's too many big like sewers systems down there.
Yeah, and
the rats they say are the size of beavers.
They're not that big. I've seen a bunch of them. I'm sure they do have them. The water rats and stuff. The water rats are worse. Like the lake rats.
Have you ever heard of like when they say that they go down to like the old sewer system like below the city, and they say like what the stuff that they've seen in there?
Oh, I don't even want to imagine. It's mutants.
I've always heard of this thing called like the Rat King.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that before.
Like that's something that they say it's like a giant rat like tied together or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
It's gross.
It's creepy. But it could be there. Like, that's the thing with all the weird stuff and all that stuff that's in New York. Like, anything is possible.
I mean, with the alligator thing, like we always heard in the suburbs, like the alligators in the pools. Like, so we were like, I mean, like we're in New Jersey, so an alligator in a pool
I'm
is
like,
not,
Florida, that's very normal.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but not New Jersey. Like,
No, I'm sure there's some areas where I bet it could be a possibility. I don't really know, but
I mean, maybe.
I have no idea. I don't know that much about gators.
Yeah,
I know they
like,
live more in swampy environments and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, but
Wow.
I think about the Meadowlands. It's very swampy there. Not warm though, but
Yeah, it's probably not warm.
yeah.
I mean, like one of the.
I don't want a gator in my pool.
Yeah, well, I don't want a gator anywhere.
Nope.
Like,
Nope.
but one of the myths I always heard was, do you ever hear the Pop Rocks and Coca-Cola myth?
Of course, that you can't eat the Pop Rocks and drink soda or
because
your
of,
stomach will
your
explode.
stomach will explode.
Yep.
Like,
False.
Yeah, I mean, so many people have proven that wrong, but
But
it still makes me nervous.
And you know what it does? It makes you burp a lot. That's what it
well,
does.
I mean, listen,
Just
like,
makes a lot of gas. If you got reflux, good luck.
hopefully it's the gas out the right end.
Oh, it's lots of burps. Lots of burps.
I mean, that's the one I've always heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones is like it's a traveler story where it's like you travel overseas and all of a sudden you wake up in a bathtub full of ice and your organs are missing. Like your kidneys are stolen. Like and sold on the black market.
That's true. So
I've heard that's true too. I've heard
that one may not be an urban legend.
Yeah, it may not be. That may be one very much rooted in truth. But that's a story that you heard as like a traveler, like goes overseas. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, one of the ones that's very similar to that, and I think there is some truth behind it because it's coming up, is the needles and poison in your Halloween candy.
Well,
I mean, to check your kids' candy, like
the only truth that's in that though was a father poisoned his kid's candy because he wanted the insurance money.
What?
So that's the only truth. I mean, I'm sure there are
you must
very
be desperate.
small. I'm sure there's been like small little instances of it here and there, but like that's the time where candy was poisoned.
I think I'd be more concerned about the THC candy now than
Nobody wants to give away their drugs.
Well,
are you kidding me?
That's true.
Gummies are expensive.
Could you imagine giving away gummies?
Absolutely not. I'm eating those gummies and giving you the Skittles.
It's $25 a bag.
Oh gosh. Parents,
worst Halloween ever.
If I can find some 5 milligrams, maybe I'll give them to the parents. But that's all they get. They ain't get my hundos. No.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
No, I think the Halloween candy is safe. And you know what? Like, obviously, check the kids' candy. With Halloween coming up, make sure that you check the kids' candy.
You just don't want anything that's been like
if it's been punctured, no handmade stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
Like make
If
sure
it's sealed,
everything's
you're
like
right.
pre-made, pre-sealed. Make sure nothing's already ripped open. That's pretty much it. You're fine.
Then you steal
Enjoy.
the candy that your kids
Candy tax.
before your kids know that you've taken it.
Oh my gosh, my kids just went to a trunk or treat this past weekend, and I definitely got a whole bunch of Snickers.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Snickers,
That's
Snickers
my
and Twix,
jam.
baby, Snickers and Twix.
Bing bang boom bop. But yeah, it's definitely the Halloween candy. So that's a funny one because I think at some point there were like commercials about it too, like make sure to check your kids, like those PSAs that would come on like Channel 11.
Like a huge thing, like there's
Like
razor
PBS,
blades
yeah.
in your candy
there
apples.
wasn't. No, there wasn't. I'm sure there was at some point. So I don't want to like completely.
That one kid that got the razor blade.
Yeah. But on with the urban legends. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of like Mexican and Latin American urban legends that I find so fascinating. And a lot of our American urban legends stem from those.
Well, I mean, I've seen some videos on those.
Oh, there's some creepy
those
stuff.
ones that are really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you ever heard of like La Llorona? It's like the weeping woman.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
I've seen a video on that.
You hear her crying and sobbing.
Yeah, like it's really creepy.
Yep.
Like that one. Like I said,
I've seen near like the rivers and stuff. Yeah,
I've seen videos of that. That one has actually like sent shivers up my spine. Where I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking with that.
Oh, one that like I heard about a lot as a kid from my friends was El Coco, and that's like the boogeyman. essentially. So like,
like John Wick.
yeah, sure. But it's essentially like that's what, you know, the abuelitas and all that kind of stuff, abuelas, they would threaten their kids. They'd be like, you know, if you misbehave, if you do this, if you do that, um, El Coco is gonna get you.
So
And
is it like the boogeyman? Like
yeah, it's like the boogeyman. So it's like hides in the closets, hides under your bed, like
Okay.
and comes after like children who misbehave.
Okay.
Specifically children who misbehave. So that's a threat that parents made and like grandparents made to keep their kids in line, essentially.
I mean, I understand that.
I get that too.
I mean, I don't know. If my parents really did that. I mean, they maybe my, I don't know. I did hear the boogeyman. So
Spanish
I don't know
parents
why
are
I
different.
heard it. Yeah, well,
Spanish parents are
they
different.
hit you with sandals. So
Well,
it's
yeah.
like, you know, listen, you get out of line. You got to get hit in the face.
Chocolates, not sandals.
So, okay, I see. I'm
Get it
sorry.
right.
Oh, boom.
Get it
Boom,
right.
bop.
One that I love, and this is a story. I love this urban legend so much. Is the corpse bride of Chihuahua. I don't want to say. I'm gonna butcher it, but La Pascualita. But
Okay.
it's a mannequin. It's a mannequin in a bridal shop that was rumored to be the embalmed corpse of the store owner's daughter. And
Ooh.
there was like, I remember that there was some like evidentiary proof to this. This is a real thing. It was a real bridal shop. It was a mannequin, and this is a real tale about this mannequin.
That's weird.
And there were signs that like small signs of decay, like small changes to the mannequin that would make people question it. But very bizarre. Such a strange thing.
That's creepy. I mean, that's like, you ever see that movie like House of Wax?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the
Kind of
same.
reminds you of
Yeah,
that.
it kind of reminds me of that. Like there'll be little
Creepy.
changes in it just because
Yes.
they were like the bodies were decaying. Like
Decomposing,
that's
yep.
gross. I've never heard of that one, but like I said, like it reminds me of that movie. Like it was creepy. Like I could see that happening.
Yeah. Um, Another one. This is the other Spanish one that I love. It's the death cart.
Oh, I think I've heard of this before. Okay,
Mhm.
it's like the Grim Reaper walks around,
Yeah.
right, or something
It's
like
like
that.
it's the cart, and he's like collecting souls. That's what the cart is for. It's like a soul cart.
I think I've seen that recently. So.
Oh, nowadays,
Sorry,
take me away.
Just saying, people.
take me with you. But yeah, so that's it. That's an urban legend too, that it would be walking down the streets late at night, pushing its cart along, and it would be looking for souls to take.
That's creepy. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I mean, you could see that happening, especially. I feel like Mexico is like the perfect spot for it too.
Yeah.
Like Latin America area, it's like you're always gonna see those guys that have like the lights on and they just look kind of creepy. I mean,
Oof. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Not something I want to experience.
well, I mean, it's talking about like urban legends and stuff like that, and like, 'cause you know, I love the science stuff. Like, do you ever hear of like the chupacabra?
Oh yeah. Oh, we're going folklore.
Yeah, like we got a little
yeah.
folklore here.
Chupacabra, I love it. It's a livestock.
There's so much evidence supporting that these things are real.
Yep.
And I mean, like it's like a dog that sucks its blood out of its victims' throats and stuff like that. Like it's like really weird, but like they've like seen these dogs dead. Like
It almost looks like a hyena weird mix thing. Like it's very weird looking.
it really is. I mean, it's like something that like it looks like a sickly dog. Like,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but I mean, there's been a lot of evidence that's been supporting it. So
Mhm.
I gotta go with it.
Well, being in Jersey, I'm sure you've heard this quite a bit. Jersey Devil. Jersey
well,
Devil.
that's 100% real.
Down in the Pine Barrens.
Yeah.
Said to haunt the woods.
People in New Jersey can go visit that right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest
Oh yeah,
it.
I don't want to hang out and like find the Jersey Devil because I've heard real stories about it, and it's not something that I want to mess around with. Like I said, I don't mess around with this stuff because I'm not welcoming it into my life.
No.
But you
It
know,
follows you home.
you're welcome. Go to the Pine Barrens. Go look for the Jersey Devil.
Listen,
but it's like a winged monster. It's not something you
want
want
to. They said
to.
it's like the winged devil.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's
Jersey Devil.
I mean,
It
exactly.
looks like a
it's-
satanic creature.
Like, listen, if you want to go mess with that stuff, like, bring it back to your life. enjoy because I want nothing to do with that kind of stuff.
One of my favorite Native American urban legends is the Wendigo.
The Wendigo.
Wendigo. It's a spirit. It's a cannibal spirit. So it will come and eat humans. And
Ooh,
it's like an Algonquin legend.
that sounds
So
a little rough.
yeah, like it's like beware the Wendigo.
Okay.
As it will like come and yeah, it'll eat humans. I'm like that's cool.
Well, I mean, like that's scary because like you don't know why it's coming after you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I went to, so I guess I experienced something when I went to Ireland. My tour guide told us something called like the banshee,
Mm-hmm. I know all about
and
that.
it's like an Irish spirit,
You don't want to hear that
spirit, yeah,
scream.
that screams at you like
Nope.
it can kill you with it's like I guess death scream. Like
Yeah.
she told us about
But
that,
if you
and
hear it, that means death. Like
yeah, like you're gonna die.
yeah.
Like it's like I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would love one of these days. I'll have to tell you about my Irish shenanigans and where I almost fell into the sea. Like I thought I heard the scream. I'm not
Ugh.
gonna lie. So
Definitely your mind playing tricks on you, but you
yeah,
never know.
it was scary. I'm not gonna lie. It was very scary.
Yeah. One that I do believe in. I actually have quite a few of these. I have quite a few like bracelets, rings, necklaces, and things like that I have. But the evil eye and the curses that come from that, be it from like
Okay.
jealousy or like envy, and protecting yourself by wearing an evil eye. That's one of
Oh,
my
I've never heard of that one.
favorites.
Can you
Oh, you
explain a little bit
haven't?
more?
Yeah, it's literally just like a it looks like an eye, and
Okay.
it's called an evil eye, and it protects you from harm, essentially. So,
So has the word evil in it to protect you from evil.
hmm
Ooh,
yeah,
I might need to wear a couple of those.
yeah. I love the way they look. I absolutely love how it looks, but I also love the meaning behind it and like the protection that they say it gives you against like curses and things like that people are trying to put against you. So it's supposed to be a protection thing.
Huh.
So
That's good to know.
yeah.
Might need to go searching for it. I'm just saying.
um, there's some more like recent ones. I feel I don't know how old this one is, but this is one that you mentioned was like Slender Man.
Well, I mean that they made movies about that recently.
Yeah, they did, but I think
So
it's more of like a newer thing. Did it start from some like online something? I don't know the
yeah,
backstory of it, but I know it started. I think it started from the internet.
I mean it supposedly like stalks children and
Hmm.
like it was born from like the internet. So like
Oh yeah, okay.
that's how where it really came from. It was like a real life like consequences. Like if you did something like bad, like it's like this comes after you. Like I mean I guess it's the same like kind of scenario as like maybe the boogeyman, but
Hmm.
maybe more for like those pesky teenagers that I always tell you about.
Oh yeah, a little more
Yeah,
troublesome
a
for
little
the
more
older kids.
troublesome, let's
Yeah,
say.
but that's more of a newer one, I suppose.
Yeah, I
So
mean that's definitely newer.
absolutely, one that I remember, and like I love the story behind it too, because it's always a sign of like imminent danger or disaster.
Hmm.
Is the Mothman?
I've heard of that. Isn't that like a New Jersey thing too?
I It might be a New Jersey thing, but like I think that it's not only New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
But it's a winged creature and like it shows up before something bad happens. So
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of creatures like that where they
they're
say
like
like before it
foretell.
happens, like it tells
Hmm.
you like you're kind of fucked. Like I mean, there's like that fish that comes up in like Japan, like the real long fish, and like it's like, I mean, they always say it's right before an earthquake. I forget the name of it. I have to look it up,
Interesting.
but I mean, it's like this long fish, silver fish. If you look it up, you'd find this in 2 seconds, and I'm sorry I don't have that for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, speaking of Japan, actually, there's a great one from Japan that is so creepy to me, and that's the
Hmm.
slit mouth woman.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Well, that's the one. Her mouth is like slit the sides like the Joker,
Ooh,
but like
my favorite character.
not healed shut. And she'll ask you a question. She'll appear and she'll ask you, "Am I pretty?" And depending on your answer, if you answer wrong, you're going to get attacked.
Can I ask you to turn around real quick?
Turn around. Let me see. Bend over. How pretty can we be? Sorry, that was
I'm an
terrible.
ass guy. Come on.
Hey, I said it first.
Let me see what the rump looks like. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. But yeah, if you answer wrong, she attacks. So I do not want to
I feel
come
like
in
I'd be dead in
contact
minutes.
with you absolutely would. I would, but I would just be like frozen, like, I don't know what to do.
I'd be like, can you fit my balls in there?
Oh my God, how big does that mouth get?
I mean, let's get a perspective here. I mean,
Show me that mouth, girl.
I'm sorry. I mean, I gotta go that way. Yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry.
We could be a lot. We could be a lot worse. We toned it down quite a bit.
We went left field. Like
Let's go. Moving on.
Alrighty.
Speaking of playing games.
Yeah. Playing games. Oh yeah.
Get you into trouble.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
In this case, playing games could actually get you into trouble.
I've heard of this rumor before.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, isn't it the Polybus arcade game?
Yeah, the Polybius arcade game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that like the rumor was it was a mysterious game that just randomly showed up in an arcade. They don't know where it came from or where it originated from.
I mean, I've heard of this before. It wasn't an exact name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was something very similar to that. I mean, I don't know if you and I have talked about this show before on Netflix. It's the third eye problem, the three body problem. I'm sorry.
Three body
problem.
There you go.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's
But that is similar to this. Like, it comes out of nowhere, and like it's similar. But this one is actually, it kills you. So
well, not necessarily, but it causes like seizures and nightmares, and like they think it was something from the government, something like that, because it was so mysterious. It just showed up literally in an arcade, and like almost was sort of like mind control. Like you couldn't stop playing it; you were kind of glued to it for a long time, and that's what would cause the seizures and stuff.
I mean, there are games like that now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
I played. I mean, Grand Theft Auto. I've been addicted
Fortnite.
to that.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Jeez, that game is so addictive.
I've seen it from your son. So.
That is brain rot. And now there's games called Brain Rot. It's
Wow.
ridiculous. Yeah, and he loves that game. It's just great. It's just great.
I like hearing when he curses.
Oh my God. Let's not even talk about it. Oh, I have the age rule. You know I have the age rule, right?
I know, but it's still funny.
I know. Because he does it
he's
really
so
well.
Young. Yeah, he's so young.
When he drops an F-bomb, it is like, I'm proud almost.
He hits it right in the center.
Yeah, and he knows. Like, I tell him, I'm like, we are in the house only. You are not doing that when friends are here. We leave the house.
I gotta love him for that.
He's funny, though, because he'll be like, Mom, can I say something? Like, and it's so funny. I'd be like, let her rip. And sometimes I have to, sometimes I bust out laughing, and sometimes I have to be like, Luca, you can't say that.
Back it off a little.
Like,
back it
you
off
got
a little
to
bit.
chill, broski.
I
But
like
anyways,
I like it.
Love that kid. But anywho, let's bring it back.
All right.
Going back to the local legends, just because we're so close to Staten Island, have you heard of Cropsey? Cropsey's a good one.
Isn't it like a mass killer or something like
Uh-huh,
that?
it's
Like a serial killer, right?
Yeah, it was like it was based on like a real criminal. It was like loosely based on like a real murderer there.
Is that still going on though?
It might be. I don't know, but it was like a deranged killer, and
I know that there's like a Long Island serial killer out there.
It might be Cropsey.
That's a
Might not be
possibility.
a myth at all.
Maybe it's real. I mean, I don't know. That's me.
Another thing that I don't think is so much of a myth, but like actually could be a little bit of a thing, just because you hear about it so often. You hear so many stories about it. Are the black-eyed children?
Oh, that's not a myth. That's real.
That's real.
Oh, that's 100%
that is
real.
freaking.
People have caught these
real.
these things, and I say things on like their doorbell cams
because they're asking to come inside your house.
Yeah.
They're asking to come inside your
Well,
car,
I mean,
and if you let them in, you're dead.
I mean, that's what like demons and stuff do. Like they ask you to come in.
And their
like,
eyes, the entire thing is solid black.
Solid black. I mean,
if I saw that, I'd get the fuck out.
No, you're not coming into my fucking house.
No,
Like,
goodbye.
you're not coming in.
Bye,
like,
friend.
I mean, listen. I mean, like we've talked about like some scary stuff tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
No, we have.
I swear to God, if I drive home tonight and I see any of this shit,
if you just want to crash and leave at 6 a.m., you're more than welcome. It's okay. Call me. I'll talk to you to drive home.
Talk me into crying through a spirit. I don't know.
Hopefully, you don't see the bride in the middle of the road.
Listen,
don't pick up any hitchhikers, T.
Not yeah. Okay. Get into my car. You're fine.
Yeah,
you're fine.
come on. I got you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, from all of us here at Don't Sneeze on Me, Don't get scared tonight because we're dropping the mic.
Sleep tight. We out.